I'm back in Poplar Levo. A taxi's just dropped me off. It's 5 o'clock and the birds are singing away. I don't know if you can hear. So that's the golden oriole. Two of them I can hear. Cuckoo in the background. Blackbirds. I think it's just a song thrush, I think. Loads of others. Fantastic. It sounds like a tropical rainforest here this time of the day. So anyway, I'm going to force my way in. There's a load of grass. The grass has grown really high, so I've got a lot of mowing to do. I'll swap the camera around so you can see. I think someone's looking. Hello. Hello. I've been back a couple of days. Sadly, I've come this time by myself without Teresa. Doesn't feel quite the same, to be honest, but it was a necessary thing. She was working, but I'd needed to get over to cut the grass. Otherwise, it would have been a jungle. Well, it is a jungle, but it would have been a lot worse. So what I've done so far, it's on the third day now, and it's extremely hot. I think it's about 23, 24 degrees, but in the sun it feels a lot hotter. So far I've cut the driveway and I'm making a start on the vineyard, and I've cut out round the back in the big paddock. As you can hear, it's Saturday. Everybody else in the village seems to be doing the same sort of thing. You can hear chainsaws going and strimmers, mowers, all sorts of things in the background. So it's not just me. Don't know if you can see, started on the strimming the bottom vineyard and everything. I'll take you up and show you the top. Coming through out to the back paddock, all I've done so far, I've been round with a sit-on mower. Good old girl, she's a really old Murray mower that I put little tractor tyres on so it would grip, because it's quite a slope here, and the old grass tyres, it would just sit and spin. Doesn't do a fantastic job first time round because the grass is so long, it's pushing a lot over and then it just springs back up, so you get this sort of tasseled look. But hopefully I'll have time to go all over it again before I come away. All this lot I'll get in there with the strimmer later, carry on trimming it down. I might be able to do a bit more with the mower. Don't know if you can hear the crickets. It's poor little buggers, you see them flying all over the place when you're mowing, but I think enough of them survive. So the vineyard, this is the top bit of the vineyard. I've made a start on this morning until it got so hot I thought I'd stop for a break, and that's what I'm doing now. I've got a little haterette, old-fashioned haterette rough cut mower, and luckily it actually fits between the rows. So, which in Bulgaria, because the rows are so close together, it's when you see sort of photographs of American vineyards, you can get a tractor down between the rows, but they're a bit narrow here. But it's doing a reasonable job, and then I shall go around with the strimmer later and sort of just clear up sort of between the vines. That's the bottom part of the vineyard. That's the bit we're actually going to get rid of, but for this year I'll still get in there and mow it all and try and make it a little bit better. That part's staying, that's got to be done. So I'll show you what it's like when it's all finished, but I've got about this far so far. So I've still got that lot to do. Down here, that lot to do. It's quite a pit to keep on top of. It'll be a lot easier when we're here all the time, but for now, with these sort of flying visits, it's hard work and it's hot work, but it's worth it. It's great, and it's lovely to sit in the evening and listen to the birds and relax. I'm not a late night person. I suppose some people could carry on going and keep strimming away in the cool of the evening, which is probably a good idea, but when it gets to sort of like 6 o'clock, that's enough for me. All my life I've been an early morning person, and in the evenings I like to chill out. That's it. Catch you later. Well, it's 1 o'clock. I've done the top vineyard. It's actually looking quite good. There's a few vines that have really suffered the neglect of the last couple of years. I don't think they're going to be much good. A few gaps, but we can fill those in when we're here permanently. Oh, it's blooming hot. So I've stopped for a cool off and a Kamenitzer. It's according to the little temperature gauge, it's 22 in the shade, but it's a lot hotter than that out there in the sunshine. So I'm going to have a beer, cool off a bit, and then I think I'll have a go on the big mower, do a bit more out round the back. So I'm starting to get the old vibrating hand syndrome from doing too much trimming, so I'll have a break from doing that, go back to the mower, and then well, see how I get on. The main part of the vineyard's done. Got the bottom one to do, which is a right tangled mess, but I'm not as worried about that because it's not going to be a permanent feature. Right, catch you later. Well, that's it. I think I've had enough for today. It's about, I don't know, 4:30. The temperature now in the shade is 30, and out in the sun it's more than that. Bloody boiling. I've done a fair old bit today. I've got the top vineyard all nicely done. Been out round the back, the paddock, done a load more of the grass there, and I've started on the sort of mid to bottom part of the vineyard. Recut the grass on the drive. So yeah, I feel I've had a pretty good day today, but I'm hot, knackered, sweaty. Time to stop. Hello again. It's now, I don't know, 6 o'clock, something like that. I finished for the day out in the garden. It's too hot. It's still, even though I think the camera turns things around, so it might not work, but that's the temperature still. So we're up near about 29 degrees, and it's 6 o'clock in the evening, and that's in the shade. Been way too hot today, but despite that I've got a fair old bit done. So now I've just got the barbecue lit. I'm going to make myself some tea. One of my beliefs in life is whatever else, eat well, does you good, keeps you fit, keeps you good looking, like me. And it's a good way of, I think, of chilling down after the day. You know, people go on about not having time to cook, but it is what you make of it. You know, it's not wasted time if you actually enjoy doing it, or use it as a method of, you know, winding down after a day at work. I swear by it. But, anyway, I've got veal steak tonight, so that'd be nice. It's on offer in Lidl's. So pink veal, just so anybody knows who doesn't like carbs in crates. Pink veal is it's young, but it's they usually use dairy beef balls, which would otherwise have been bonked on their head when they were calves. And they rear them to sort of, I don't know, 8-12 months. Reared quite nicely, nothing wrong with pink veal. Right, tonight's tea is veal steaks with asparagus. I really didn't want the asparagus to get burnt on the barbecue, so I got some Parma ham. It's only cheap offcuts from Lidl tonight. Roast onion and some nice new potatoes. And whilst I'm a red wine drinker, I thought tonight it's too hot, so I bought a nice Bulgarian Melnek Mavrud rosé. And for those of you who like the bloopers, unfortunately in this video there won't be any, but I can guarantee if you could see Teresa's face now, she's going to be swearing. It would make a really good blooper. Anyway, that's tea for tonight. Cheers all. Incidentally, I've been meaning to say, if anybody fancies a cooking bit of these vlogs, the kids keep saying I should do them. If anybody else is interested, I'm not really a recipe person. I don't measure things or anything else, but I can give you some good ideas on cheap meals that are nice and nutritional, or more expensive meals that are just nice. I never spend a huge amount on food, but it's always good quality stuff, and I try and cook it the best I can. Been cooking since I was 14, so I think I know what I'm doing. Anyway, if you are interested in a few recipes or demonstrations, just say in the comments and I'll do a couple. Right, bye. So that's the end of tonight's video. Kodka, our waif and stray, is back. He's our little feral cat that has been visiting us ever since we first started coming over. Over the years he's got more and more friendly, and then he's had the odd occasion where we've come back and he's been virtually on death's door. I feel really sad. You know, one of these days we'll be back here, and when we're back full time, I think we'll end up adopting him. I've come back this time and he's very timid. He's looking quite good now. Funnily enough, even after a couple of days of decent food, he starts to fill up. But the first day back, it was actually the second day before he appeared, he wouldn't come anywhere near me. I gave him a bit of chicken and he legged it across the other side of the garden. So I don't know, something's obviously happened in the time since we were here, which wasn't that long ago, only in February, where he would sit on our laps and be stroked, and he's gone from that to being absolutely petrified. So I think he's probably having a bad time when we're not here. Anyway, he's here. He's slowly gaining, confidence again. Yeah. So that's the end of my video for tonight. I'll probably do another one in the next day or two and just sort of show exactly what I've done and finished and everything else. But as for now, that's good night from me and good night from Kodka.